Hey, this is Matt once again. Welcome back to another videos. Another paid request, this time from Durst Momsen for Life. Wanted me to review another Limp Bizkit album, and this time it's Results May Vary, which is an album I've honestly never listened to, and the only song I had heard before this was Behind Blue Eyes, which I always did enjoy that cover. I always thought it was a very good cover of the Who song, and with that said, yeah, I'd never heard of these other songs before, so it's kind of cool to hear something new, especially of a band that I do overall like, because I do like Limp Bizkit. Not everyone does, but I do. And for those interested in requesting any type of videos, reviews, re-reviews, random topics, commentaries, reactions, video game playthroughs, whatever the case may be, tier list rankings, PayPal is usually the best bet. I do have a Patreon and a CashApp. Those links are down below in the info box, and I'll get to them as soon as I can. But to start off, you have Re-Entry, this intro where it's like a carnival guy introducing Limp Bizkit. A bit of a drum and guitar blend, which I didn't mind. And this one, it tried to be a bit more of a rock album and a little less of the hip-hop stuff, which I could appreciate them doing something a bit different and unique. I would say I actually do prefer their older sound, maybe because I grew up with that. So, songs like Crack at It. Well, actually, I heard Crack at It was actually supposed to be on this album, but wasn't allowed to. I could be wrong on that. But I mean, like My Way, Break Stuff, 1999. I would say I like those songs more than these, but I would say overall I didn't mind this album. It was interesting to hear it for the first time. Eat You Alive, I didn't mind that song, I liked it. Because it starts off like him being angry, but then in the second half he's like much more apologetic. I did like some of the lines, the lyrics. Once you seep in under my skin, there's nothing in this world that can wash you away. Once you seep in under my skin, there's nothing in this world that could wash it away. Oh, I like that line. I kind of like how kind of halfway through it changes to a different type of song. Well, okay, this is kind of a nice little bit of change of it. I didn't mind that. It's also interesting because I looked at the music video, and Bill Paxton is in the music video. If you watch the music video, pretty much halfway through, he pops up. Because I guess about like Fred Durst and his band have this girl hostage. He's like seen all angry to her. But then he's like, I'm sorry. And then I guess he really does like her. And then she maybe really likes him. And then Bill Paxton and his men are looking for them. And I see Bill Paxton there. Rest in peace. I miss the guy so much. But great to see him in here. I didn't expect to see Bill Paxton in a Limp Bizkit music video, but there you go. But it's nice to see that, you know. So I didn't mind that song. Give Me the Mic. Interesting to have a bit of a multiple bass sound to that. And I like the beat, and especially the second half, like the chorus. I'm on a site, y'all. Give me the mic, y'all. Y'all, but about y'all. I'm on a site, y'all. Give me the mic, y'all. So I thought that beat was kind of fun to listen to. Underneath the Gun, I do like that because I thought the lyrics felt a bit more personal. I am my own worst enemy. Becoming a failure who's living on memories. Such a fool to take the blame and run away. I thought that the beat worked well for that song. I would say that's one of the songs I liked a bit better than the others. I guess if I have a top 5 songs on the album, I'd probably put that on there. Down Another Day was interesting. It was a bit more quieter. I'll never let you down. Almost Over, I thought was pretty meh. I didn't really think anything of it. Build a Bridge, that one I didn't mind. Again, I like that it started off with a bit of acoustic guitar beginning, and you hear about a bit of that acoustic guitar throughout it. And again, the lyrics I thought dived a bit more deeper, even though it's gonna fall apart, break my heart, gonna build it till I die. Even though it'll crumble down, I'll keep building till you come around. It's like a little bit of I mean, compared to other Limp Bizkit, I would call it a little bit softer of a sound. And yeah, that one I would put in my top five of this album. That one I did like quite a bit. Red Light, Green Light. That's one of the few. There's a little bit more to his rap element, and he has Snoop Dogg in it. It's nice to hear Snoop Dogg. Red light, green light. Red light, green light. The other songs that stick out, Let Me Down. You let me down like everybody says. Oh, I guess you're not good enough to be with me. I thought that one had nice emotion to it. Had some nice emotional beats to it. And that felt like a nice change of pace for them. Let Me Down. That'd probably be in my top three of this album. Lonely World is kind of alright. Phenomenon, I thought it was kind of forgettable. Creamer, I didn't mind that song. I did like the lyric. You think that you're all that, huh? Then, son, I got news for you. I would say my favorite was the cover they did for Behind Blue Eyes. I really did think they did a great job with that. It's like, how could you do a cover on The Who? I get that, but Fred Durst, I thought his voice worked very well. There's very kind of a sad melancholy to it. To be the sad man behind blue eyes. I thought his voice reached the right pitch that it should have. It was interesting to have a bit of a speak and spell motif in the middle of it. They did with the Who song. It goes into like a different sound in the last third of that song. They didn't do that in this one, and people don't get mad for me. I like the Who version. I actually like this version more. I do. But granted, I didn't grow up with the Who version. I heard that after I heard this cover. So maybe nostalgia, I heard this first. But I think because I like the being consistent with that same beat, and I thought that was really nice to hear. And like I said, I did like Fred Durst's voice. I'm trying to think. Yeah, I know a lot of people are like, how could you like... I like The Who. I liked a lot of the songs of The Who, and I like that version of the song of The Who, but, the original. But, like this one, I just felt a bit more of the sad emotion that I think the words of that song kind of fits with that. I felt a bit of a deeper emotional core with the way Fred Durst saying that. And how it's kind of like, it was a bit slower, took its time, and felt a little bit more epic, at least to me. I don't know how else to put it, so. Drown was decent. It was kind of interesting where that kind of sounded like they were trying to do a bit of grunge, a bit of Nirvana with Drown. Save me before I drown. Like the toast to all those angels that were always hanging around. Maybe it's just me, but it did sound like they were trying to sound a little bit like Nirvana. They did definitely that grunge aspect, and I'm like, okay. I grew up that era too. I didn't mind that sound. I mean, I would say Behind Blue Eyes, then Build a Bridge. No, Behind Blue Eyes, Let Me Down, Build a Bridge, then probably Behind Blue Eyes, Let Me Down, Build a Bridge. I'll probably go with Drown, then Creamer, or Creamer, then Drown? Although I did like Underneath the Gun. Let's go with Underneath the Ground. Let's go with Behind Blue Eyes, Let Me Down, Build a Bridge, Underneath the Gun, and then Drown. I'll go with that as the top 5 of the album. So like I said, while I don't love as much as some of the other Limp Bizkit stuff, but I do appreciate they went in a little bit more different direction. They tried a few different things. I do like Fred Durst's voice. I do think he's a good singer. I know some people crap on that. I don't think he's that bad. And overall, apparently it's called like one of the worst albums ever. I'm sitting there going, are you shitting me? If this is one of the worst albums ever, then I don't know, man. I could show you a couple albums I thought was way worse than this. Hell, I think Guns N' Roses' Chinese Democracy is a hell lot worse than this. I could listen to this again. That Guns N' Roses Chinese... Hell no. Fuck that shit. But that's just me. With that said, thanks for watching. Take care. Thanks once again to Durst Moms In For Life. And we'll see you guys later. Bye-bye for now.